Most men in the gym look like they train hard. They've got decent size, decent strength, they post their workouts, but when it comes to anything like sprints, carries, conditioning, they just fall apart. That's because they've only got one aspect of their training on lock, which is their bodybuilding style, their strength work. Today I'm breaking down why your physique doesn't match your performance and how to fix it. Most men train for how they look. Very few train for what their body can actually do. And that's the problem, because most guys in the gym look like they lift, but they can't sprint without pulling a hammy or pulling a quad. They can't carry anything for long distance without blowing out their back. And they can't do 5 minutes of conditioning without feeling like they're going to be sick or throw up. And that side of training is definitely not high performance training. It's solely aesthetics, which is cool because we all want to look good. And my side of training takes into consideration aesthetics as well. But their side of training is just aesthetics with zero function. And look, I'm not anti-aesthetics. Aesthetics is very high on what I look for when I'm training. Because here's the reality. A strong, powerful, athletic physique is built differently from a gym pump, aesthetically pleasing look. And if you want your body to look elite and perform elite, you need to actually train like somebody who actually uses their body. So let's break it down. Most guys only train in one of two different ways. Group one, they chase size only. They look big, they look strong, they look good in their vests, but they gas out early. Group two only chases numbers. Max effort every week, sloppy technique, no conditioning, no mobility. They're strong on paper, but broken, tight and constantly injured. Both of these approaches fail long term. Why? Because your body isn't built to adapt in one direction. You need strength, power, conditioning, structural balance, movement quality. So here's the uncomfortable truth most guys don't want to hear. If you can't sprint, jump, rotate, throw, carry, and sustain effort, your training is kind of incomplete. Obviously, we all got different goals, but if you want to be an all-rounder and you're only focusing on one thing, your training is going to be incomplete. And I'm not saying you need to be an athlete or anything like that. And that means your week shouldn't look something like chest day, back day, arms day, etc. That's kind of outdated from the early 2000s. And that's not going to be training for performance. So what does real performance-based physique training actually look like? It starts with 3 pillars. Pillar 1 is strength. You need to be objectively strong for your body weight. That means squatting, split squatting, you have to do that well. Deadlifting and hinging well. Pull your own body weight and carry heavy loads. Not maxing out every week, and definitely no ego lifting. You just need progressive overload with good movement. Strength gives you muscle building stimulus, so you're still going to get bigger, you're still going to get stronger. Joint integrity, long-term resilience, neurological efficiency. Without strength, you have no foundation. Pillar 2 is power. Power is generally the missing link from about 90% of guys that go to the gym. And a lot of the time is why most guys move like robots. Power equals how fast you can produce force. Sprints, jumps, throws, Olympic lift variations, anything explosive and when you're moving quick. This trains your fast twitch fibers, athletic movement, tendon stiffness, nervous system output. And the bonus thing that most people don't talk about is that power training makes your physique look denser, harder, and more athletic. Not soft, not soggy, not sluggish. Pillar 3, conditioning. This is where your ego dies. This is not random HIIT workouts, anything like that. So it's structured conditioning, sled pushes, intervals, carries, tempo runs, bike, ski urge work. This improves your heart health, recovery capacity, work output, fat loss, and mental toughness. And no, it's not going to kill your gains if you program it properly. That's an excuse a lot of lifters use. When you combine all 3, strength, power, and conditioning, you build a body that's athletic, that looks athletic, moves well, recovers faster, performs better, stays injury free, and actually performs and moves well. That's what high performance aesthetics looks like. Here's how most of you should be training. 3 to 5 sessions a week. Each session consists of 1 to 2 main strength lifts. So that's going to be your heavy compounds, your bench press, your overhead press, your squats, your deadlifts, etc. 1 power movement, so that's going to go before your strength movement. So that could be anything. That could be Olympic lifts, that could be some box jumps, med ball throws, anything like that. 1 to 2 before your main strength compounds. Then you have your accessory works. So this is the stuff you're going to use to enhance your physique, and that supplements your strength as well. And then you're going to have your conditioning or your loaded carries. This isn't random. This is a well-structured program. 1 to 2 power movements, 1 to 2 strength movements, then a few accessory works, there's some conditioning at the end. Structured, intentional, and progressive. Here's where most guys mess up. They train based on what looks good, what's trendy, what their favorite influencer is doing, instead of working on their weak areas, what their movement quality is like, what their recovery can handle, what the actual goal is. You don't actually need more exercises, you just need some structure, and I've given you the blueprint for that. Look, if your goal is to look good and perform well, not just one that looks okay in the gym and occasionally when you're on the beach in a vest, you need to stop training like a bodybuilder who never leaves the gym. You need to train like a high performing person. That's the difference between a gym physique and a high performing, highly capable physique. If you want to help build a physique that's powerful, strong, aesthetic and athletic, not just big, soft and sloppy and soggy, I can help you with that. I coach that. Click the link in the description down below. And if this video helped you, it hit you, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.